Hello and welcome back to Transfer Talk on Football Daily, where we break down the latest rumours and gossip surrounding the Premier League's best players. Remember, the most liked comment will feature on this week's Sunday Vibe, so leave your thoughts down below. Let's get into it. We kick off this week's roundup in North London, where according to The Athletic, Antonio Conte has made it perfectly clear to Dele Alli that he isn't part of his plans going forward. This shouldn't come as any great surprise to the 25-year-old Englishman, with the former Chelsea manager playing in for just 19 minutes of the Lily Whites' last 5 league matches. A year on from almost leaving the club to rejoin former manager Mauricio Pochettino at PSG, a deal Daniel Levy pulled the plug on in the 11th hour, that exact same scenario could be set to emerge. The 37-capped international's contract runs until 2024, meaning that any January move will likely be a temporary one. Despite the fact 2021 has been pretty much a wasted year for the former MK Don star, a move to PSG would represent an amazing opportunity. Just 13 league starts since the start of last season, a series of ineffective performances which have yielded just 1 goal and 1 assist in his last 1,100 minutes of Premier League action, and yet he kicks off 2022 with a move to the 9-time French champions to link up with Messi, Neymar and Mbappe. We bet he can't believe his luck. Pochettino should be wary, however. Both Mourinho and Conte have deemed Alli unfit for purpose, whilst Nuno tried to convert him into a deep-lying ball-winning midfielder. His shot-creating actions have fallen to just 0.4 per 90 this term, half that of Japhet Tanganga, whilst he now ranks in the bottom 20% in Europe's top 5 leagues for non-penalty goals, non-penalty XG, shots and progressive carries. The all-action, dynamic and fiercely driven individual that won back-to-back PFA Young Player of the Year awards across 2015-16 and 2016-17 appears to be long gone. We hope for Dele's sake, if this move gets completed, Poch can coax him back to his best. We head to Barcelona now, where Sergio Aguero is expected to announce his retirement imminently, and it could have even been made public before this video goes live. The Argentinian legend, who has scored an incredible 386 goals in 685 games for 4 different clubs, with 260 of them coming from Man City, has unfortunately been forced to step away from the game, after problems with his heart were discovered during the Blaugrana's 1-1 draw with Alaves in late October. It's a crying shame for the 101-capped international to not be able to go out on his own terms, and although his last few years were largely injury-ridden, the memories of his countless match-winning moments and contribution to 5 Premier League titles won't be easily forgotten. Unfortunately, time waits for no one in football, least of all at Barcelona, where Xavi is desperate to turn around the club, which are currently languishing in 8th, 18 points behind Real Madrid, albeit with a game in hand. And so Marca are claiming that the Blaugrana are making the signing of a striker their top January priority. Whilst it seems highly unlikely they'll be able to afford Ferran Torres, one player they could actually land is Edinson Cavani, with Marca claiming they are going to rival Juventus and Corinthians for the Uruguayan signature this January. The 34-year-old's contract with Man United expires at the end of June, and with Cristiano Ronaldo's arrival limiting him to just 230 minutes of Premier League action at the time of writing. Factor in that Cavani is paid a reported £250,000 per week and hasn't been fit for any of United's last 7 league games, and the Red Devils may be willing to offload him in January. From a Barcelona perspective, beggars can't really be choosers, and on a short-term deal provided he is fit, this wouldn't be the worst idea. But that's the problem. Cavani has missed 29 games since the start of last season with 8 separate issues, limiting him to just 15 Premier League starts. There is an alternative, however, with ESPN reporting yesterday that Barcelona are considering a move for Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The 32-year-old Gabonese forward was publicly stripped of the Gunners' captaincy on Tuesday after yet another disciplinary breach, and the Blaugrana are rumoured to be willing to offer him an escape route out of North London. However, having only scored 14 league goals in his last 43 games, including 4 in 14 this season, would Auba really be worth the enormous wages? Barcelona fans, who would you rather, Cavani or Aubameyang? Please comment below. Next up, we head to Man United, where in light of Ralf Rangnick's appointment, the papers across Europe are filled with rumours concerning the Red Devils' transfer targets. The latest name to be linked to the club by The Athletic is Marseille's 22-year-old midfielder Boubacar Kamara, who is interesting a whole host of clubs with his contract set to expire in June. The 9-cap French under-21 international came through the academy in southern France before making his debut way back in December 2016. And after becoming a regular during the 2018-19 season, has gone on to make 126 appearances for the club. The defensive midfielder, who can also play at centre-back, has been linked with a move away from the Stade Velodrome for a number of years now. Little surprise given the quality of his recent performances. This season he has made 20 League and Europa League appearances for Jorge Sampaoli's side, exclusively in midfield, whereas 2.7 tackles and interceptions per 90 have been crucial in regaining possession. But it's with the ball that the academy graduate really stands out. With his 73 passes per game, 11 more than United's most used passer for Varane, ranking in the top 8% of all players in Europe's top 5 leagues. He rarely gives the ball away too, with his 90% pass completion rate this season only topped by Lanzini, Gundogan and Rice of all Premier League midfielders. But with fairly unremarkable defensive output and a 50% aerial dual win rate, worse than McTominay and Fred, we struggle to see Kamara being the transformational defensive midfielder that United need. But given the fact Bayern, Barcelona, Wolves and West Ham are also chasing him, he clearly has something about him. French football fans, we want to hear from you. Is Kamara really a significant step up on Fred and McTominay? And if so, how much would you be willing to pay for him? We head north to Newcastle now, where the Toon Army are desperately hoping January will provide some welcome relief from their nightmare of a season so far. The Magpies currently occupy 19th position, level on points with Norwich, although 5 points from a possible 15, nosebleed territory for them this season, have left them just 3 points behind 17th place Watford at the time of writing. Eddie Howe and the Saudi Public Investment Fund know that the upcoming window represents their best chance of avoiding a third relegation since 2008-9. According to The Guardian, the club have identified Lille's centre-back Sven Botman as their primary target come the 1st of January. Targeting some central defenders is clearly a good idea. They've conceded 15.3 shots per game this season, a figure topped only by Burnley and Leicester, meaning it's no surprise they have let in 34 league goals so far, 2 more than next worst Norwich and the 7th worst record in Europe. A Ligue 1 champion with Lille last season, prompting interest from clubs including Liverpool and Barcelona, the 21-year-old Dutchman yet to be capped by his country has carried his form into this campaign. He's currently completing over 70% of his tackles, over 4 long balls per game, and at 6'4" it's no surprise he's winning 64% of his aerial duels. Given his quality, securing the signing of Botman would be an enormous coup. But with Lille looking forward to a Champions League tie against Chelsea next February, we can't see the Ajax Academy graduate jumping ship for a relegation battle next month, especially with Milan also considering him as a replacement for the injured Kayer. The Guardian suggests that the Magpies are also keen to sign one-way Man United attacker Jesse Lingard, either on loan or on a permanent basis. The 28-year-old has also been interesting West Ham following a successful loan spell there in 2020-21. And there are no prizes for guessing which club he'd rather join. So as we enter the final few weeks of December, it seems like Newcastle, who still haven't hired a director of football to oversee their transfer strategy, are targeting a 21-year-old centre-back who they won't be able to sign for anything less than £40 million, and an attacking midfielder who plays in the same position as Joe Willock, who almost certainly won't join them. Nice one, Newcastle. Good luck with that one. Finally, we bring you the latest news concerning the future of Andreas Christensen. The 25-year-old's contract is set to expire in June, and he doesn't seem to be any closer to signing a new deal. A number of clubs, including Milan and Barcelona, have been credited with an interest in the 52-cap Danish international, but they could be about to face a lot of competition, because 3 Premier League clubs have reportedly entered the race. Yes, that's right, according to the Daily Star, Man United, Man City and Spurs are all interested in signing the former Gladbach loanee, who has won the Champions League, Europa League and the Super Cup with the Blues. Interestingly though, the Brøndby Academy graduate has never started more than 23 league games in a single campaign, although his importance under Tuchel has been clear for all to see. The 6'2" centre-back played the full 90 in 4 of Chelsea's 6 knockout matches before the Champions League final last year, and ended up coming on after just 39 minutes of the showpiece event, before featuring in all but one of their group games this campaign. In terms of where he should go next, we can't help thinking that Man United with Varane, Maguire, Lindelof and Bailly don't really need him, unless Rangnick plans to switch to a 5-at-the-back system, and we aren't sure he's an improvement on John Stones, Man City's third choice centre-back either. The best option for his career right now could be a move to Spurs to reunite with former manager Conte, who played him 40 times during the 2017-18 season, the year after they won the title. But would Spurs be able to satisfy his desire to continue winning trophies, or would he be better placed moving abroad? What do you guys reckon? Answer in the comments below. So guys, that was transfer talk for another week. What did you guys think of the stories? What did I miss out, and which of these can you actually see happening this January? Let me know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, why don't you subscribe to Football Daily for more great football content, and I'll catch you next time.